So a very good welcome to all of you who are joining us. In this training, which is mostly for our team, but it's also for people who might be looking at DAISY, we're going to be looking at the question, do those at the top of DAISY automatically earn more than those below them? Do those who join early earn more than those who earn later? And it depends on which part of the program you're looking at, but we'll be addressing this first from the standpoint of the compensation plan, which is usually where people assume that people at the top get all the money and people who join later can't earn as much. We'll show you that that is not the case with DAISY. And then we'll also compare that with the passive earning portion of things, which will show that those who get larger packages would earn and join later would earn more than people who necessarily got smaller packages and joined earlier. So we'll look at it from two different standpoints. But first of all, let's have our friend Michael run through this illustration, which you'll see in the following couple of minutes.
One of the common statements that's made by people looking at an opportunity like DAISY is the statement that people at the top always make more than those below, or those that got in first always make more money than those that come in later. So in this presentation, I'd like to show you the reality. Is that truth or is that fiction? So in this example, Bob has funded Tier 1, a $100 crowdfunding contribution to the DAISY crowdfund. Bob's referred 6 people personally who've contributed a total of $2,000 in crowdfunding towards the project. This entitles Bob to be qualified to earn matrix bonuses down to generation 4. This means that Bob can earn on a maximum of 120 people's crowdfunding contributions. On the first generation of 3, the second generation of 9, the third generation of 27, and the fourth generation of 81. Bob will earn a personal referral bonus of 5% on those 6 $100 crowdfunding contributions. Bob will also earn a matching bonus on the matrix bonuses earned by those 6 referrals. But he'll only get paid a matching bonus on what they've earned in matrix bonuses down to generation 4, because Bob is also only personally qualified to generation 4. Sue is one of Bob's personal referrals, and she is placed into Bob's 4th generation of his matrix. Sue also funds the $100 tier, $100 contribution, and she refers 18 people personally who contributed $32,000 in crowdfunding. Sue is now qualified to earn matrix bonuses to generation 8. That means Sue can earn on a maximum of 9,840 people's crowdfunding contributions. And as you can see here, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 2187, and 6,561 people on the 8th generation. Sue will earn a personal referral bonus of 5% on all 18 of the $100 contributions of her personal referrals. And Sue will earn a 10% matching bonus on those 18 referrals of what they earn in matrix bonuses down to generation 8, because she is personally qualified to generation 8. So now let's look at the fact versus the fiction. Does Bob have a higher position in the overall matrix than Sue? Yes, but is Bob earning more money than Sue in matrix commissions, in personal referral bonuses, in matching bonuses? No, because Sue referred more people who contributed more crowdfunding and is qualified to be earning matrix commissions and matching bonuses down to many more generations than Bob. So in reality, this pay plan remunerates you equivalent to your efforts. The more you personally refer, the greater the crowdfunding contribution, the more generations you will earn on. And of course, the more crowdfunding contributions you make personally, the more additional matrices you'll be earning commissions on. So I hope this answers the question, do the people at the top always earn more than those below them? And do those who got in first always earn more? And the answer is a clear no.
So just to explain further, and I'll show you this in one more slide, but the overall DAISY program pays down to 10 levels, but there are qualifications. So you're automatically paid on the first 2 levels. So in this case, both Sue and Bob needed no qualifications to earn on levels 1 and levels 2, which include 3 people and then 9 people. So they both needed no qualifications. Because Bob referred 6 people, he got paid down to the 4th level, and that qualified him there. But Sue referred 18 people who also met a certain volume requirement, so she's qualified down to generation 8. If she does more, she'll qualify all the way down to the 10th generation. And what I also wanted you to understand is that there are 10 different matrices. So what you see here demonstrated, Michael very well showing this illustration, that it really depends on you and your efforts, and also the people that you bring in and how much they purchase. But it also depends on the number of matrices that you're in. So some people just come in at the $100 matrix, but there are 10 different matrices, and each one is twice as big as the one before. So just to make that clear to you, let's look at something else here, which is this illustration of that very point. And so what you can see here, oops, sharing is paused, so I've got to come back to that a second time. That's something that Zoom often does. There we go. So there are 10 matrices. We just looked at matrix number 1, which is $100, but matrix number 2 is $200, and they increase, and in fact, they double each time you look at it. So number 3 is $400, number 4 is $800, number 5 is $1,600, matrix number 6 is $3,200, meaning to get into matrix number 6, you have to have purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the same rule for everything, and you need to contribute $3,200 in additional tier to be involved in this matrix. And the same with matrix 7, 64, matrix 8, 1280, matrix 9, 2560, and matrix 10, $51,200. So everyone in matrix number 10 has contributed $51,000 to this, but in fact, they purchased all 10 of these matrices. So the activity that you saw illustrated, and this is a little bit more advanced. If you don't get it, I don't want to confuse you. This is a little bit more advanced, but the activity that you saw Michael demonstrating here with Bob and Sue in the matrix number 1 will find itself in matrix 2 and matrix 3 and matrix 4. So the strategy many people are following is to buy additional matrices, because you earn more passively also through the equity sharing and the beta trading that we're doing through Endotech. People are earning not just on the matrix, that's the network marketing side of the referral plan, basically, but also on the basic packages that you're purchasing. So some people, of course, have bought all 10. That's a substantial amount of funds, but a lot of people are buying, say, 1 through 3, 4, 5. That's a total of about $3,000, little over $3,000, or 1 through 6, a little over $6,000, or 1 through 7, around $12,500. A lot of people buying these first 5, 6, 7 packages, and of course, not everybody's doing that. So everybody's in. Here's the strategy point. Not everybody is in matrix number one because everybody has to start there at $100. Not everybody gets into 2. So the competition here is a little bit less, meaning there is an advantage actually to getting in early in some of these higher matrices, because everybody else who joins these higher matrices, which are more expensive, later on falls underneath you. So these are sort of first come, first serve. These are first come, first serve, of course, and to qualify for them, you do need some referral activity. But I wanted you to see it is a little, somewhat like 3D chess, really. It's a fascinating program because it has these 10 levels down, but it also has these 10 different matrices. And each of these is a separate matrix. You have to get qualified in the first one. In other words, purchase the first one to get into the second. You have to buy the first 2 before you can get into third. You have to buy the first 3 to get into the fourth. You get the idea. But you also get paid in the same ways with referrals, with matching bonuses. And then there's also the equity that you get in each of these. So the equity in level 5 is 5 times bigger. Not 5 times bigger, considerably bigger. It's double level 4, which is double level 3, which is double level 2. So you can see the amounts here. So you're getting, in package number 5, which is $1,600, you will have bought 100, 200, 400, 800, and 1,600. So you'll have a lot more equity working for you than if you are simply in 1 or 2, or 1 and 2, or 1, 2, and 3. And so that's the further point that I wanted to get to you. But all that being said, excellent training from Michael, illustrating the point that the people at the top don't necessarily earn more. And of course, the people at the top, if you've come in at the top and you've got package number 1, and someone comes in below you and buys packages 1 through 5, or 1 through 7, or 1 through 10, then obviously, because they're in more tiers, they're going to earn more from the passive income side of this than you would from the active referral marketing side of it. So that was the additional aspect I wanted to bring to Michael's excellent training. Hope that didn't confuse you, but in fact makes it clear to you that we do have 10 separate matrices. And what he said about matrix number 1 is also true for all 10 matrices. All right, that's it for the training for this evening. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll talk to you on the next training. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.